Before this episode starts, I just wanted to say hello and tell you that today's podcast episode is a recording that I did for an Instagram Live. So the audio is mostly good, but there's still a little echo because I was doing makeup in my bathroom. So anyways, I think the info is well worth it. It's cleaned up as best as possible, but you will hear a very, very slight echo. I hope it doesn't bother you, and I hope you'll look past it. Thanks so much. Hey, I am getting ready with skincare and makeup today, and I figured that this was a time when I was static and that I could talk about some feedback that I've been getting from people who don't love social media and who want to build their business other ways. Now, a lot of people love to consume social media and don't love to be on it and post, and that is extremely intimidating to them, and I totally understand that. I completely understand that. In fact, when I started my business, I had basically the minimalist of social media presence. And so I get it. I totally understand that you can look at someone and be like, oh, well, it's so easy to do that because you have X number of followers, or you enjoy being on social media, or whatever. So before I even talk about the non-social media ways that you can build your business, I wouldn't be on social media probably if it wasn't for my business. Let me just be completely honest. I see it as just something that I need to do. Now, I've learned to enjoy it, and now I enjoy it, but I will tell you that, if I didn't have a business, I would be a lurker and I would never post. It's not natural for me. And in fact, I was trained in the Army to be very secretive, about making sure you don't overshare, right? Things like that. So anyways, so let's talk about why you might not want to be on social media and what you can do to build your business other ways. And I'm going to be kind of going through this. I know there's a lot of people hopping on, and I appreciate that. I'm going to try to repurpose this audio, hopefully if it's not too terrible, into a podcast. So forgive me if I'm not shouting you out as you hop on. But if you are looking to build a business and you are not already on social media, the idea of finding people to share your product and or your business opportunity with sounds daunting, which let's just for a moment talk about the idea that that's how network marketing has always been done until the last 10 years. So, business in general, right, was done in person, face to face, telephone, things like that. So we know that it can be done, right? But we've gotten so used to social media that we've just kind of gotten lazy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. If you talk to anyone who's been in this industry for any amount of time, they will tell you that they built what they call belly to belly, which is meeting people in coffee shops and things like that, which is totally doable. And we'll talk about that. So let me just go through the ways in my mind that you can do it. And these are all great to have. So long story short, even if you do like social media, these are great ways to build, and quite honestly, faster and more effective than being on social media anyway. So let's just talk about the ways you can meet people in your daily life, right? So you probably work somewhere. You probably go to places like parks or schools or wherever you go in your daily life. If you have kids, if you don't have kids, you probably have a little bit better social life. And that's a joke, nobody take offense. And you probably go places with friends. And so maybe that's bars or libraries or restaurants or coffee shops or wherever. Those are places that have people that are into the things that you're into, ideally, and things that you have in common, right? So you have similarities with these people. That is a great place to meet potential customers and or business partners. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, but how do I sit at a coffee shop and then turn that into a customer, right? How does that happen? Easy. You start a conversation with someone like you normally would, like anybody would. And then if it comes up, you tell your story. If not, bring it up. Hey, what do you do for a living? And they're like, oh, well, I'm in real estate. And you go, do you love it? That question is so good. By the way, I learned that from my business mentor. Do you love it? Because then, people are going to be like, it's okay. the pay isn't worth it, or they're going to tell you what they don't like about their job. And then you can go, hey, I don't know if you've ever heard of being a brand rep, but I actually make money being a brand rep for a premium hair care company to earn extra money. If you're ever interested, I'd love to share some info with you. If you're not, totally no worries, right? How easy is that? I just brought up my business opportunity with a very benign question. The other way is if someone gives you a compliment on your hair or your skin or whatever, you go, oh, thank you so much. I use a product line called Monat or whatever, fill in your product line, right? Have you ever heard of it? That's it. So easy. Okay. So you can bring it up in natural ways. You just need to not be scared of it and not bring an awkward energy to it. I do that all the time. I will hand out lots of info and then people will be like, nope, not interested. Or, I follow up and they're like, yeah, no, I'm super happy with what I'm using. Okay, cool. We're still going to be friends. I'm still going to talk to you. So that's easy. So you can turn coffee shops, libraries, grocery stores, the amount of time that I get compliments on my hair in a grocery store. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. You'll never believe what my hair used to look like. Can I show you? And then I have a before and after pic saved and hearted in my folders. And I'm like, look at what my hair used to look like. And they're like, oh my God. And what's the question they're going to ask? What was the difference? It was, I just changed my shampoo. And now I'm actually a brand rep for them because I loved it so much and I got so many results. Are you looking for some hair care help yourself? See how I just turned a grocery line interaction into a customer? So freaking simple. You don't have to be Mr. Robot, hi, are you looking to expand your income options? Nobody talks like that. Just talk like a human being. Okay, going off on a tangent. But you can turn all of those things into conversations as long as you know what conversations to have and you know how to have them in a non-spammy way, which is very, very simple because many of you are just overthinking what you're saying to people. So again, let's just recap. Freaking churches, schools, grocery stores, nail salons, parks, pickup lines. I don't know. Where are you during the day? Gyms. Oh my God. Gyms are the best. The absolute freaking best. Love enrolling people from gyms. Now I work out from home, so I can't do that. But I've literally considered going to a gym nearby just so that I can meet people. Okay. That's super easy. The next option is build a community. Okay, so someone out there is like, I'm an introvert and I don't go anywhere and I just sit at my house and feel sad all day. Okay, well, number one, we need to get you out for your mental health. Number two, we need to get you to build a community. Okay, so if you're really motivated to build a business and you want to do it in a way that's going to bring you a decent amount of income, if you're looking for $500 a month, we can get you that with the coffee shop and the grocery store and all of that, right? We can do that. If you're looking for more than that, we need to get you to build a community if you don't want to build a community online, which is actually not as hard as it seems, right? A couple ideas. You can start a hot mom walk group or a hot girl walk group, right? I'm just hot dad group if you're a dad, whatever. A running club, a chess club. You can start a meetup where you every month walk through your local botanical gardens. You could start a movie watching club. You can start a Call of Duty club. I don't care what you do, but all you have to do is find people in your community that like doing what you do and do it with them. Drink coffee. I have done, and I kind of got out of the habit, so this is my reminder to do it. I, for a while, was doing coffee meetups in different coffee shops. I love coffee and I like trying new coffee shops. And so what I was doing was just going around and finding new coffee shops that had fabulous reviews and cute decor. And I was asking people to meet me there and just have coffee with me. It's that easy. You don't need to have an agenda. You don't need to have some big business pitch. Just meet people and it will naturally come up. And then you can talk to them about what you do. It's not that hard. Let's not overcomplicate it. So, coffee meetups at your house. My mentor, Sarah, you're so welcome for the information. My mentor, Sarah, does coffee Wednesdays at her house, which I need to start doing as well. So this is, again, a reminder for myself. Just do coffee at your house Wednesday mornings. Now, I know a lot of people are working Wednesday mornings, But there's a lot of people who work from home or who aren't working or who are stay-at-home moms or whatever. Maybe it's tequila night Wednesday nights. Maybe it's football Sundays. Whatever. Be the person that is a networker. So let's put the network back in network marketing. Figure out what you love. I don't care what you love. I know someone who likes to, what is it called? Warhammer. Who likes to paint Warhammer figurines and like started a group that meets up to paint Warhammer figurines. That's it. Like, it's not super complicated. So figure it out. Okay. Now people are going to be like, well, I don't know anyone to invite to these things. Okay, great. Start a meetup.com group and blast it to your community. Start getting into Facebook groups, and advertising that you're going to do coffee meetups and like, go to local coffee shops once a week. You don't have to have people over to your house. Start doing a movie meetup where you meet people at a movie theater in your neighborhood and you plan it and you meet everyone up and like you have some popcorn and candy beforehand and then you go in and watch a movie and then come back out and rate it with each other and talk about it. Like it's not that hard. It just takes effort. But the question is, how motivated are you to build your business if you don't want to be on social media? You don't have to be. Okay, so that's my rant on that. Next thing is referrals. So let's say that you have a small social media network and you want to use it and then you kind of run out. You're like, well, my account isn't growing and I don't know what else to do. And I've tapped my entire audience out. Well, we need to teach you about traffic. But if you don't want to learn about traffic, then we will talk to you about referrals. Referrals is leveraging your current customers as your spokespeople. I get tons of referrals from my current VIP customers and I love them for it. And anytime I get one, I'm going to give something to you as a thank you, right? Like I'm going to send you a Starbucks gift card or I'm going to send you a free product in the mail or Venmo you $10 or just even send a thank you card. That doesn't have to be anything monetary. Just send you a thank you card because I love when people give me referrals. You could build a whole business on referrals. And like when I work with you one-on-one, I share all of those strategies if that's what you're into. Pop-up events. So I know lots of people who do pop-up events at like farmers markets and, what are they called? I'm blanking right now. Like trade show type, not trade shows. Jesus Christ, markets and things like, anyways, the name will come to me. I haven't had enough coffee yet. There are all sorts of venues where you can do that. Like you can sign up to be like a craft person at a craft fair, right? You can promote your products there easily. And I'll tell you, I'll give you a really, really good tip if you do that. The best way to do that is to gather, I need to do another live on this, but I'll just share it with you right now. Go to the event, whatever the event is, and have people enter a raffle. And to enter the raffle, they need to either take your hair quiz or they need to take your shade matching quiz if you're in makeup or whatever. And then you follow up and give them their results and then you can have a discussion with them. Like that's the best way. You can generate tons of leads that way. So anyways, you can do those. You can do craft fairs. You can do markets, all sorts of things like that. You could also do home parties. I know that a lot of people don't like to do that and they think it's old fashioned and they don't want to have people at their house, but damn if it doesn't work, right? This is how the entire industry was built before social media. So I'm in a shampoo company, which you guys all know, right? I promote shampoo. So there's lots of ladies who do wine and washes. Like come over and let me practice washing your hair. I don't even give a crap if you buy. I just want to show you like what the shampoo can do. And I want to practice washing other people's hair because I'm terrible at it. I really am. I'm not good at it. I'm very awkward and I'm trying to get better. So come over to my house. Like you could have 2 people over a week or every other week or whatever. Partner with someone else who's in business in your town. You guys each bring one person every other week and you could do 2 times a month a wine and wash where you open a bottle of wine or whatever. It doesn't have to be a coffee and wash, ice cream and wash. You could do the same thing with makeup. You could do the same thing with skincare. Come over for a mimosas and facials on a Sunday morning. like, you might hate on it and you might not like the idea, but I'm telling you, it works. And it's a lot easier to enroll people in person than it is over the internet. So although I am a massive fan of social media and I love what it's done for my business, if you don't want to do that, don't freaking do it. The key to being successful in your business is to make sure that you build in a way that is sustainable and repeatable for you. And the way that I do it is not going to be the same for you. But when you and I partner up, we can have that conversation and we can figure it out. I've got a new market partner who shares stuff on YouTube. I'm not a big YouTube person. I post videos there like as an afterthought sometimes. I think my channel has like 200 followers. I'm not enrolling people from YouTube. I don't want to invest my time and energy into that, even though yes, it could be a good strategy. It's just not my jam. She's going to crush it. She has 15,000 followers on YouTube. So that's her fun place. She enjoys it, right? It's worth it for her. So you've got to figure it out. So you can do in person. You can do any social media channel. You can do building a community. You can host parties. You can build your business on referrals. You can do things at your house. Like those are all the ways that you can do this. Now, if you've gone through that list and you've listened to this whole thing and you're like, nope, I don't want to do any of those, then your pain isn't strong enough. Like you just don't want it. You don't want it. That's fine. Then this business is probably not for you. But if you're sitting there thinking, I could really use $2,000 a month. I really could use that. Like that would be life-changing for me because I could then pay my rent with that money. And that would be so much of a stress relief. Then pick one. Or let's build a strategy for you and let's, work you towards implementing that strategy. And the funny thing is though, is that we will do all sorts of stuff in the name of a job. I was in the army. I got shot at for money. Like, let's be honest. I have done some crazy stuff for money and I bet you have too. And so when people are like, I don't want to have people over my house, is it that you don't want to, or it's just too much effort for what you think is not enough payoff? Because if I tell you that you could replace your entire salary with your effort of having people over to your house, then maybe you might change your tune. But if you're like, I don't need $500 enough that it would make it worth my time to have people to my house. Okay, fair. Totally fair. That's not a problem. But if you want to make some life-changing money, we need to build some habits that will get you in front of people. So again, that can be social media. That can be having people to your house. That could be building a community outside of your home. That could be really anything. You just need to know what your target number is that would make it worth it. And then work with your mentor to figure out a plan to get you there. Okay. I hope that helped. If you do want to partner up with me and build a plan to get you towards your target money, then just DM me and I would love to help. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.